you know, you talk about gaining the momentum as you get towards November, and the Wildcats have really been the picture-perfect team, just really building that resume, as you said, you know, and those quality wins will play a lot into that factor if they'll get selected for the tournament.
Well, the Wildcats received votes in the AP poll this week. They're 14-10, 8-7 in conference play. The Red Raiders 10-16. They're 3-12 in conference play. They had lost 11 consecutive matches before finally snapping that slide last weekend. They swept West Virginia, a 3-set win and a 5-set win.
Yeah, the Red Raiders were down 3-10 in that 5th set and found a way to come back. Just a remarkable win on the road for this young Red Raider team.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of 5-set comebacks from down 10-3.
Exactly.
That's something that Tony Greystone told us a little bit earlier this week. He said he'd never seen that before.
Yeah.
That was certainly a much-needed win and a much-needed lift for Texas Tech. Here's Bryn Williams, sophomore outside from Mansfield, Texas, to get our match started tonight. Off we go from Morgan Family Arena. Sholszewski for Schmidt. Now another chance, little miscommunication early, and the Red Raiders get the first point.
Yeah, great block there to start off by Dugan. She's a great blocking outside for this Red Raider team.
Clinton on the reception, gets the pass and misfires. Got the touch.
Yeah, the up ref there called that touch right away.
So now it's Mackenzie Morris, one of the 5 seniors for the Cats. First one to serve for K-State. And a great swing, Reagan Endler, the freshman.
Yeah, some of that inexperience on this young Red Raider team. They have a mix of veterans, but then that youth or inexperience. Good sign there for the Red Raiders.
This is a Texas Tech team that welcomed 11 new players this season. 7 freshmen, 4 transferred, but there were 9 returners, one of them Maddie Correa, who just served. There's Carter's first swing of the match. And Dugan swings long.
A little out of system there for Dugan. She went a little early on her approach and she got under the ball, not able to find the court on that swing.
There's one of K-State's transfers, Izzy Sholszewski. Came to Manhattan from Oregon State. Great serve, and she picks up an ace.
You talk about Sholszewski and what she's done for this Wildcat team. They just recently moved to that 5-1 with Izzy Sholszewski as the leader on setter going all the way around. So it's not only her ability in the back row, but front row as well that she's really sparked this Wildcat team.
Dugan fires down the line, just wide.
Yeah, that was set up well by Rhodes. That tight pass to the net. Rhodes is able to save it and give Dugan an opportunity down the line, just a little wide.
Another chance for him. Goes cross court. Morris is up to the challenge. Clinton with a big swing, nearly came back right into the pin.
And we talk about those errors that, you know, Texas Tech has kind of been working through there. We've seen several of them here early on in this set, not making K-State pay for those transition plays. They're playing some pretty good defense, but just making errors on the transition play.
It's a service error. 5-3 K-State early.
We'll see the other veteran for the Red Raiders, and Merrick coming. She's a right side, 6'4" on that pin. Going to try to put up some big blocks against the K-State outside hitters.
It's number 23 in white, rising for the block there. And a left-handed swing. Morris for Clinton. Down through the block.
Yeah, Clinton does such a nice job. We saw earlier she had that nice deep shot. And when you're going up against a big block like Texas Tech has up against her right now, nice job just hitting those high hands. The Red Raiders have got to press and seal that block better if they're going to find success against these outside hitters of K-State.
Couple of kills early on for the redshirt freshman, Anaya Clinton. Derek with a little push, and, well, Fernholz was diving to get there, but someone got there first.
It's a little tough, you know, coming down off the block. Sometimes you want your blocker to try to play that ball, but Fernholz was actually there to make the play, and so just not able to get a play out of that transition.
Good to see her back on the floor. Got hurt last couple of points against Kansas, didn't play against Texas, and this is her senior night, and Katie Fernholz' 100th career match. Sydney Bolding gets into the action.
And you talk about a senior on this court. She's done such a phenomenal job for the Wildcats, and her progression and growth has really been fun to watch. And you see her offense has really picked up, and her ability to cut it around the block, as we just saw there for Bolding.
And now back to serve. Her third season with the Wildcats after she started her collegiate career at Jacksonville. Solszewski plays it back, free ball Red Raiders. Big lefty swing, and a good one too. But Carter rocks it right back.
And K-State's ability in out-of-system plays, they're able to make defensive plays and turn them into points because of the hitters and Aaliyah Carter, Anaya Clinton. And you'll even see Liz Gregorski and Katie Fernholz being able to hit a ball in transition like that, so big.
Nice response from Bryn Williams coming down the line. Solszewski for Carter again. Nice roll, finds the floor. Perfect timing to check in with Sophie Smith.
Hey, thanks, guys. Aaliyah Carter is one of the key players that took down Texas last week. And with this weekend being senior night, she just wants to leave her presence here at K-State. She wants people to look up to the way she plays and just who she is as a person, including her teammates and future K-State volleyball players.
Thanks very much, Sophie. Well, that's 2 kills now for Carter. One more gives her 350 on the season. Here and now, you bet.
And again, that's what the Wildcats have been able to really improve on this season. You saw a great touch off the block, and out-of-system Sims able to throw that ball out to Carter, and her ability to hit in out-of-system plays is so big for the Wildcats. And you really notice a lot of Carter's kills come in those out-of-system plays like that.
A little over 4 kills per set this season. That's 5th in the Big 12. Entered tonight just under 350 total kills. That's 6th in the conference.
Yeah, she's putting up phenomenal numbers her senior season.
10-6 Cats. Here's Abby Dickinson back to serve. Freshman from Orlando. And sent it a little long. It's an aggressive serving team. You get some aces, but you get a lot of those serving errors too. And that's one of the tough balances you strike.
It is. It's a fine line that you walk. And we've talked about this before. Is, you know, one of the things you train, you want to be super aggressive with your serve, but you'll see there's more errors. And when you have a young team that's already high error prone, like how much of that do you want to give? You know, how much aggressiveness do you want to see?
It's an ace for Aaliyah Carter, leading the way for K-State. 12-6, timeout. Set 1 continues after this.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
Check it out.
You know, with the new Rivalry Riches instant ticket from the Kansas Lottery, you're supposed to scratch both sides. Well, suit yourselves. But with Rivalry Riches, you could scratch your way up to $50,000. Just be sure to play both sides.
You're getting thirsty. Bold. Refreshing. So good. I mean, dude.
Championship on the line. Good! It's good!
First set action continues inside Morgan Family Arena. K-State 12, Texas Tech 6. The Wildcats team that is trying to bolster its NCAA tournament resume. 14-10 on the year, 8-7 in conference, RPI in the low 50s. That's really one of the key marks as you start eyeing up what the selection committee might do, where the Wildcats could go if they go somewhere. A lot of it will have to do with how the final 3 matches of the season unfold, 2 against Texas Tech, and then 1 on the road against a ranked Houston team to round out the slate. Near side Williams, down the line through the block, a nice swing.
Yeah, nice swing by Williams. Her first real great swing here so far tonight. You see, she's going to get a lot more balls out of system. Coach Greystone talked about her role on the team, maybe putting her into it a little bit earlier than what they wanted, but she's really found some success for this Red Raider team.
It was interesting talking to Tony Greystone about blending those 9 newcomers with all of those new faces, and you wind up in a situation where maybe Bryn Williams is a year ahead of where they might want her to be, but well, that'll help them a lot down the road.
Yeah, it's kind of a fine line walking, not putting too much pressure on them and helping them grow and learn as they go.
Dugan goes off the fingers. Shalshevsky with some good vision. Great recovery from Correa. Dugan turned away again. Here's Clinton off the high hands. Third try for Dugan. Comes right back to Texas Tech. Back set a little bit far away. Great rally. And Dugan gets it off the block.
Yeah, great defensive effort on both sides of the court. We see players flying all over, but Dugan able to use the hands of the K-State block. Smart shot just right off of Sydney Boulding's left arm.
And we've seen early on, she's gone in just about every direction. She's gone down the line, she's gone to the corner, she's got a crop. Carter flies down the middle. Right to Williams. Dugan again. Oh, great up from Grigorski. Now Williams down the pipe, and Morris is right there for the dig. Clinton a swing, just long. Now we're starting to see some firepower back and forth, Liz.
That's right. Touch on the box. You see Clinton's gotten 2, just finding those fingertips on her swing. And really that evolution of Clinton from early this season. And now she's just so smart with her shot selection.
Shalshevsky back to serve. Dugan takes some pace off, and the Wildcats can't recover.
Yeah, great up by Shalshevsky. She actually got her hand under the ball. I saw it right there in front of me, but just no one else able to run down that ball. Smart play there by Dugan.
And just another thing that she's got in her tool bag. 3 kills now for Caitlin Dugan, graduate from Gilbert, Arizona. Back set Fern Holes, and well, she does exactly what Dugan did.
Yeah, so probably a little bit of scouting there, knowing what shots are open. Also, maybe set wasn't quite what she needed, but smart play there by Fern Holes. She clearly saw no one was home there to make that play. Smart play by the senior.
Simone Sims coming to serve. Kind of off the front of the fingers. And Carter whacks it right back. That's not exactly how they drew it up, but that'll work.
Yeah, just the ball was kind of up in the air. Carter made the decision just to go ahead and swing at it. Hit the tape, but able to get the kill. Little luck, home luck.
That's a big arm from Caitlin Dugan.
Well, credit Rhodes with that set. She held Sydney Bolding, made her stay home, and gave Dugan a one-on-one opportunity on the outside, and that gave Dugan a lot more opening there on that net.
Courtney O'Brien, freshman from Katy, Texas. On the serve for the Red Raiders. And a good one, sends Sims back to the stands. And now a free ball. Set up for Merrick. Comes back wide.
Yeah, nice swing by Merrick. Used the hands of Carter and hits into the antenna. That's a great kill.
Another serve for O'Brien. Her older sister, Maddie, is over on the Red Raiders bench. We've got another sister, too, younger sister Cassidy, a commit to Kentucky. That is a volleyball powerhouse for the family.
I'm sure some friendly competition between the three.
And the two older sisters used to just hammer kills. Had Cassidy in the driveway growing up. One of the things that made her tougher. That's a great save from Williams. Fernholz denied. Schmidt pokes it back. Merrick down the line. Sims keeps it in the air. And now Carter, a chance to rear back and let it fly.
You see Carter, again, high IQ, hitting high hands and finding some great success. Great dig by Sims to give her that opportunity. It ricochets enough off the block that Texas Tech not able to make a play on that.
That is 5 kills on 8 swings for Aaliyah Carter. 0 errors. Lauren Hinkle on the serve. Another one of the K-State seniors. And Williams gets it off the block.
Yeah, brilliant. Williams is one of those outside hitters. You see she has that leaping ability, fast arm. As she starts to develop as a hitter, I think gonna be someone we're gonna see have a lot of success down the road here for the Red Raiders.
She only played in 12 matches as a freshman. She's played in all but 4 sets this season as a sophomore. Overpass. Williams tried to dunk it down. Williams another try, blocked back wide.
Yeah, that's a smart attack there by Williams, using that K-State block. I always say those tools off the block are one of the best kills to get as an outside hitter.
A little bit too far in front of Carter.
Yeah, a little misfire there for Carter. Not sure if she was trying to take something off of that shot or maybe just mishit it. A rare mistake there for Carter.
And that's her first error tonight. Cats still up by 5 in the first set. Another serve from Madison Gilliland. Another chance for Carter. Comes right back to the Cats. Near side Fernholz, cross court. O'Brien with the dig. All Williams can do is play it back. Little setter dump. And that's some really smart play.
Yeah, Rhodes saw it. She's been setting those tight balls. This time decides just to throw it over the net. Very smart play there by Rhodes.
Timeout K-State. Jason Mansfield wants to talk some things over with the Wildcats leading 19-15. Let's go say hi to Sophie.
Hey guys, I got the chance to talk with Jason Mansfield about senior night, and he said he's in his feels, but he has nothing but pride and gratitude for this group of seniors. He said he's really proud of them and how they've made the transition for him to K-State so easy. He said they set the tone of the culture early and they pushed them into the direction that they needed to be great.
Thanks so much, Sophie. That's Aaliyah Carter, Mackenzie Morris, Sydney Boulding, Katie Fernholz, Lauren Hinkle. When you're a first-year head coach and you're coming to, respectfully, a part of the country you've never really been to before all that much, having that group welcome you, embrace you, and show you what the culture of this team is about, that's as helpful as anything.
Oh, for sure. You know, and this team really did kind of just completely just go all in on that, what Coach Mansfield wanted to do with the program, how he wanted to run things. And of course, different for these girls who've played under a different head coach for a few years. But, you know, they bought into the process, and you see that it's paying dividends right now for this team.
6 points away from a first set win over Texas Tech.
And you talk about some of those seniors, you've got Morris, Carter, and Fernholz all have a COVID extra year of eligibility available.
You can't talk about K-State volleyball without talking about Mackenzie Morris over the last several years. She has played every possible set of her collegiate career. That is now 390 sets, 103 career matches. If K-State volleyball has had a match, she's been on the floor.
Yes, she's done a lot for this Wildcat team and such a phenomenal career. I've always been impressed with her because she just grinds. She doesn't maybe get all the accolades, but she goes out there and grinds for her team.
Carter pushes it perfectly to the corner. Placement doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah, Carter, very smart there. You know, that's one of those things we've talked about with her, you know, her ability to kind of find the open spot, mix up her shot. She's got the ability to rip it when it's open, but then also the finesse, deep line shot there, smart by Carter.
Liz Brogorski on the serve, transfer from Wisconsin. Morris gets another dig. Schmidt from the middle, Brogorski runs it down. Rhodes, quick set for Engler. Carter again, comes all the way back. Shalszewski slams it. Whoa!
That's one of the things everyone loves about Izzy Shalszewski is she has a very offensive mind. If you give her an opportunity to swing, she is going to make you pay. And you have to remember she's only 5'7". She has great leaping ability and a fast arm. She put some heat behind that ball.
And no hesitation on that swing and no chance for the Red Raiders. And now a block. Shalszewski can do it all.
Yeah, we saw that against Texas. Not afraid to go out there, put up a big block, especially against some big hitters. And she's had a really successful year for the Wildcats when she's been put in that role.
So Izzy Shalszewski takes over late in the first set. Setter for the Wildcats has a kill and a block. Neither of those two things are sets.
Yeah, exactly. She's got that all-around game, and one of the reasons why, you know, K-State moved to that 5-1 offense. They were running a 6-2 earlier on, but since they've made that transition, the success the Wildcats have found has been really phenomenal. They just seem to be gelling and firing on all cylinders.
22-15, so the Cats are just a few points away from taking the first set, and they've done it in the all-around fashion that we've come to see. We've seen Aaliyah Carter come through with her big swings. Of course, those are shut up by Shalszewski.
Yeah, Shalszewski, you know, she has that ability as a setter to dish the ball to the right places, but then also knows when offensively she needs to take it. And then defensively, she's got a great defensive mind. She doesn't mind going and getting on the floor and playing defense, but then her blocking ability is really been so impressive. She's not very tall like we talked about, but she can jump. She's just an athletic, very high volleyball IQ player for the Wildcats, and something the coaches cannot rave enough about.
This is a player that Jason Mansfield identified pretty early on after getting the head coaching job at K-State. He coached against Izzy Shalszewski when she was at Oregon State, and he was an assistant at Washington. He relished the chance to get to talk to her, get to recruit her, and get her to come to Manhattan and really make an impact.
Yeah, and then what an impact she's made. I think everyone's pretty excited. She has more years of eligibility.
8 assists so far for Izzy Shalszewski, the junior from Beaverton, Oregon. And it's the Cats' other transfer, Liz Brogorski, with another serve out of the timeout. A touch long. didn't play a ton at Wisconsin. But even if you're not on the floor, when you're around a program like that with so much winning like that, 4 Big Ten titles, an NCAA title in 2021, you get some of that experience through osmosis.
Absolutely, and she really had a lot of experience more defensively at Wisconsin, but also got some opportunities hitting. But you see what she's added to this K-State team, really defensively, you know, playing that back line. And in some of the big wins, some of the big moments for the Wildcats, she's had a hand in that play, you know, defensively going after the ball.
One of 3 players that's appeared in every set for the Cats this season. I thought we were going to have to get involved there.
I know, you know, they're trying to get me to play again, you know, get me back out on the court.
Look, between the 2 of us, we have at least 1,000 career digs.
There you go.
A little bit strong from Aaliyah Carter. Caitlin Dugan subs back in. And now Bryn Williams back to serve. Very aggressive server. More than 50 service errors this season. Shelshevsky for Carter, flying down the pipe. Set point, K-State.
Yeah, smart play by Shelshevsky. Carter off the pipe, that tempo, it's so fast. It's you know, almost like she's hitting front row with the pace and where that ball is set. Almost unstoppable for Carter.
Mackenzie Morris on the serve. Angler on the slide, a big swing into the stands. So the Red Raiders stave off set point 1. The Wildcats are still on the doorstep. And everybody inside Morgan Family Arena stays on their feet. Bolding. Correa on the dig. A little bit too far outside for Dugan to do much damage. There's Clinton, blocked right back. Dugan again, blocked back, and it's wide. Just barely so.
You saw Shelshevsky kind of made the jump like she was going to swing at the ball, and fooled Bolding even. She didn't go up to hit that ball, but Shelshevsky did set her.
24-20. Shelshevsky dumps. Correa's there. That was a little sneak attack. Bolding denied again. Good defense lately from Texas Tech. Off the high hands, and Clinton finally finds the floor. K-State takes set 1, 25-20. Highlight swings from Aaliyah Carter. Izzy Shelshevsky in the mix as well. Clinton finishes it off, and it's K-State up 1-0 the first set, 25-20. And Aaliyah Carter, who else leads the way? 7 kills, only 1 error on 16 attacks.
Yeah, having herself a night, senior night for her, doing a great job all over the court. Really, it's been, they've played pretty well, very consistent, put a lot of pressure on Texas Tech. Texas Tech's just too many errors here early on, service at the service line and then attacking, and that really just puts them in the hole on the road. They got to try to clean those up here in the second set.
But when you look at what these teams have done to this point in the season, Liz, you've got a K-State team that is ranked in the top 5 defensively in opponent attack percentage, in digs per set, in blocks per set. Then on the flip side, you've got a Texas Tech team that ranks dead last in kills per set, attack percentage, assists per set, and aces per set as well. And you put those two things together, and it seems like advantage Wildcats.
Definitely, you know, and we heard Coach Greystone talk about, like, he knows his teams and his players are capable of doing the things he's wanting them to do, but they just aren't executing at the level that he wants them to be. And it's a growing process when you don't have that experience and that depth, you know, and when you're trying to rebuild after having some veterans on the team leave. It's a process, you know, and in a tough conference like the Big 12, it's, you know, it's a lot of pressure on some of these young players.
Yeah, this is a Big 12 conference that added BYU, Houston, UCF, Cincinnati. BYU and Houston ranked teams. BYU came in here top 10 in the country before they got swept, but you're widening the depth of the Big 12 and the talent that this conference has. And see there, 4 ranked teams, and then you've got 8 teams in ostensibly the top 50 of RPI. K-State's at 51, but those are 9 teams theoretically in the top 64, which is how many teams make the dance.
Yeah, it's a very impressive, you know, and the teams that were added to this conference only have really added to the depth and make this one of the elite Power 5 conferences in volleyball. And it's really exciting to see where this conference is going to go over the next few years.
It was a 5-bid league last season. Who makes it this year? And does it include K-State for the first time since 2021?
Well, it definitely feels like the Wildcats have put enough on their resume to put themselves in a position to find themselves a bid for sure.
The tricky part with the math is that regardless of the results tonight and tomorrow, it's a K-State RPI that is going to drop a touch. That's because Texas Tech's RPI right now sits at 125, and the win and loss sure factors into it a little bit, but it's also quality of opponent and their record and what they've done. And so, yes, these 2 matches do matter a lot. You've got to take care of, you know, teams that come in that you think you have a chance to win. That match on the road against Houston, that one feels like a big clincher possibility in terms of how you state your case.
Yeah, definitely something the Wildcats haven't had those marquee wins on the road, and so definitely ending this season for the Wildcats, if they can find a way to win at Houston on the road against a high-quality team in the Houston Cougars, that would be a big statement for the Wildcats trying to make that bid.
That said, you'd be hard-pressed to find a team in a bubble conversation with more high-quality resume-building type wins than K-State. Big swing from Emily Merrick. 2-0 Red Raiders early on in the second set.
Yeah, definitely probably want to try to get Merrick a little bit more involved in this Red Raider offense. Have to go a little bit heavy on the outsides, so if they can spread that offense a little bit more and take some of the pressure off the outsides of Texas Tech.
Solszewski for Carter on the near side, and it clips the line.
Yeah, tough angle here. Could see it right where she swung. Barely able to find the line. Carter, again, mixing up her shots, finding that far cross-court line. Smart play by Carter.
Rhodes for Merrick again. Carter off the tape. Correa chases it down. And now a free ball for the Wildcats, a net violation. And that's Reagan Endler falling underneath. And Tony Greystone, just a little bit of an explanation.
A little frustrated there with the answer he got.
Yeah.
You love him fighting for his team, though.
Back set, Fernholz cracks it cross court. Carter, another swing. Some contact with the net.
Oh, her eyes got big on that one. She wanted it. Wide open net. Ball hanging in the air. Just a little bit too much on her swing there and clips the net.
You know, sometimes your eyes get so big that you go a little bit blind.
That's right.
Back and forth early on in the second set. Carter rebounds.
Yes, good repeat there by Solszewski. Give Carter another opportunity. Again, we see the high off the arms. That's such a great kill, because how many people can dig a ball coming off the block like that? Not many. And that's why it's such a great kill. It's almost automatic.
It's such a decorated career. The Big 12 Freshman of the Year, the Midwest Region Freshman of the Year when she first got to campus. And the following season, unanimous All Big 12 first team. And it's been a sensational senior season continuing tonight. Bryn Williams sends it along.
Yeah, that's one of those out-of-system plays that Coach Greystone was talking about with Bryn Williams. She's had to be put in those positions more often than what he thought initially she would have to be, in just the position of putting her in that OH2 position and just finding a little bit more error-prone in those situations.
Engler puts it right through Carter and Schmidt. Kind of rattled around the elbows a little bit.
Yeah, almost off the head of Carter. Schmidt not able to hit the rebound off that block.
And Engler's played all but one set for Texas Tech this season. She's played the most of any of their freshmen. They are without one of their freshmen, middle blocker Kate Hansen. That's been a big piece missing defensively for Texas Tech. Tony Greystone has said that she's arguably the most talented freshman blocker that he's seen. And she's been out since late October.
Yeah, it's tough to lose a component like that on your roster, especially when you're trying to make some waves late in the season.
The Red Raiders have had Madison Gilliland slot right into where Hansen was playing. Gilliland just subbed back in. Down at 5, second set. Clinton hammers it home.
Really, Carter and Clinton are a bit of a blocking nightmare for most teams because of their range and their ability to move the ball across the net. Right there, you saw Rhodes went way outside and left a huge seam for Clinton to hit, and she found it.
Now Rhodes sets up Gilliland on the slide. Carter's up for the challenge. Clinton goes off the hands. Rhodes cross-court, Dugan, little tip, and Grigorski's there. Now Carter comes down the middle. A little roll.
Soft touch, back row shot. We see she's been hitting and ripping away at that back line attack. But this time with the soft touch, able to get that defense back on their heels.
Match high 10 kills now for Carter. Nice low pop serve. Clinton tried to find some space. Williams comes down the middle, too strong. She is so involved. She had 44 total attacks in their 5-setter against the Mountaineers. Serve and an ace. Her 18th of the season. The reigning Big 12 Defensive Player of the Week. And 20 digs in the upset over number 3 Texas. Bolden gets her first block, and it's 10-5 Wildcats. Let's check in with Sophie.
Hey, thanks, guys. The theme of that K-State timeout was to not get frustrated on offense. They still have a lot of time left to just grind it out and keep on swinging.
Thanks very much, Sophie. You can already see a little bit more cohesion coming out of the timeout. An ace and a block will help that. How about another block?
Yeah, K-State's been such a great defensive team here these last few weeks. Sydney Bowling, a phenomenal blocker, and Sholcheski setting her up really well. I'd like to see that block get a little bit more active here late in this season as they look to go make an NCAA run.
Another great serve from Mackenzie Morris. A little bit of miscommunication there. Boulding recovers. And all the Red Raiders can do is send it back. Clinton down the line. Great vision, big swing. Another point for K-State.
Yeah, and Clinton's kind of tricky there. When she swings, you'll see she keeps her shoulders facing cross court and then just uses her arm across her body to get that line shot. So really fools that defense of the Red Raiders.
Is it just me, or did she levitate just now?
She did.
Another free ball for the Wildcats. Back set Boulding on the slide. Williams to a knee for the dig. And now she gets another crack at it. Clinton again, off the hands. Dugan finds some space just over the block. That's really savvy from the Red Raiders senior.
Yeah, that touch was perfect by Dugan, able to just slip it just barely over the fingertips and not give K-State a chance. You see she's trying to bring some energy and some fire for this Texas Tech team, doing what she can, the veteran there on the court, talking to her teammates.
5 kills now for Dugan, tied for the most on the Red Raiders. Eclipsed 1,000 kills in her Texas Tech career in their last match against West Virginia. And she also eclipsed 300 kills this season. It's the first time she's ever done that in a single season.
Yeah, she's really having a phenomenal season. She really came on for the Red Raiders the last year or so and really made her mark, and taking over here her senior year, trying to keep this Red Raider team involved.
Clinton right through the block. So much strength.
Yeah, Clinton's one of those springy outside hitters. We've talked about that athleticism, able to hit at a high contact point just with her leaping ability. It's really fun to watch.
Nice low serve. Correa plays it back. Boulding gets high and throws it down.
Yeah, I clearly enjoyed watching Boulding hit these last few weeks. Her angles that she's swinging at so improved, and something Coach Mansfield talked about, how she was a little frustrated early in this season on how things are going, and really put some work in to her attacking. And you can see that connection with Strelchewski has gotten so good.
Now, Boulding is second in the conference in blocks per set, but she's also the most efficient attacker on this team. Entered tonight with a .350 attack percentage.
Yeah, she's a great attacker. When they are able to get her the ball, she's almost unstoppable.
Jason Mansfield said that there are so many situations that they're able to put her in where it's one-on-one, where she's only got one blocker in front of her, and then she's able to do things like we just saw. Serve clips the line. And Simone Overbeck. It's one of the Red Raiders transfers. Her first season in Lubbock. Previously played at Arizona. And she does it again. Back-to-back aces.
Wow, just able to find that line. This time for sure in, but that first one might have been a little bit closer to being out.
Clinton bounces all the way to the back line. Overbeck's there. Boulding denies. Merrick comes through with that lefty swing again. There's a lot of power, and it's a really difficult angle too.
Yeah, lefty, southpaw on that right side. You know, when you're not, maybe K-State doesn't have a lefty on their team, so they don't get to practice against that. So when you have a great out right side attacker that's left-handed, it's a little bit different in your blocking tendencies and how you want to play that.
Emily Merrick, one of the transfers for the Red Raiders from Tennessee. There are a lot of new faces for Tony Greystone. There are also still some familiar ones. Sophie's got more.
That's right, guys. Emily Hill and Tatum Rum are former players of Coach Greystone, and they've joined him on his coaching staff. Coach is really impressed with how well they've done with coaching just because they're so young. He's transitioned into thinking of them more as coaches than as former players really easily, just because of how much he respects them and how much he trusts their opinion.
Thanks so much, Sophie. And Tony Greystone is in his 8th season as the Red Raiders head coach, but all of his assistants are in their first season. Elisa Blair, who used to be a ball kid for him back when Tony Greystone coached at West Texas, and then 2 of his former players, in Tatum Rome and Emily Hill, as Sophie just mentioned. Those were teammates of some of the players that are currently on the floor. That's got to be a little bit weird.
Maybe a little bit, you know, but, you know, certainly their experience and having played for Coach Greystone have some insight that hopefully they're able to pass that on to these young players for this Red Raider team.
And Tatum Rome played for Texas Tech from 2019 to 2021. She specifically was teammates at one point with Caitlin Dugan and Madison Gilliland and Maddie Correa and Reese Rhodes, Maddie O'Brien as well, and Emily Hill played for the Red Raiders from 2017 to 2019. So she's a little bit further removed, but still very much a contemporary player.
Yes, some of these players maybe grew up watching them play, you know, just kind of an interesting situation. But definitely, like Coach Greystone said, like they've transitioned really well, and he's been impressed with their ability to kind of flip that switch and be great coaches for his team.
Second swing for Clinton. And that time, no chance for Texas Tech.
Net call there on Texas Tech. Unfortunate error. They might have had a chance on the dig to keep that ball in play. Just those small errors really adding up for the Red Raiders.
It's been a great match so far for Anaya Clinton. 8 kills, no errors, 18 attacks. That is a .444 hitting percentage. Another swing from Merrick. Right over Sims.
Yeah, I think a good sign for the Red Raiders, getting her more touches on the ball. She's a great attacker on that right side. I know something Coach Greystone had said, he's really been impressed with her play.
How does having a lefty on the other side change the equation defensively?
Well, you know, like I said, you have blocking tendencies are a little bit different because that arm swing is just a little bit different. But, you know, offensively, when you have a lefty on that right side, it's a nice weapon to have.
Aaliyah Carter's a nice weapon to have.
Definitely. Yeah, just Merrick reached just a little bit outside on Carter, trying to, you know, get a block and left this much of just a sliver of a seam, and Carter is able to find it. She has a knack for it, that's for sure.
Merrick pulls it wide. So another serve for Sydney Bolding. We've talked about her blocking. We've talked about her attacking ability. She is also arguably the best server on this team. 28 aces this season. And Jason Mansfield underscored how rare it is for a middle blocker who's 6'5" to be as good of a server as Sydney Bolding is.
Yeah, it's been so impressive, and I look at that serve sometimes and go, I don't know if I'd want to serve that or have to pass that ball, because it's got some pace at it. And I think some of it is just her high contact point. You know, she's able to really put a lot of zing on that ball. Engler with a nice swing there in the middle for the Red Raiders, just using that block.
Emily Contreras into serve. Freshman from Austin, Texas. And Carter was going for the cross.
Yeah, just a little bit of a wide set. She wasn't that wide. So that cross-court shot is about all she had, just a little bit too much on it for her.
Contreras almost dug it out. He was in good position, but Katie Fernholz is just a little bit better.
Yeah, Fernholz, really, honestly, I'm very impressed with her swing tonight. Maybe having that match off against Texas has done her well. She's just really swinging with high pace on that attack. And Texas Tech has not been able to handle it.
That's 2 kills now for Katie Fernholz, senior from Miller, South Dakota. Fellow senior Lauren Hinkle back into serve. Schmidt got some hands on it at the net. Carter skies and gets the point.
Right into the antenna for Carter.
That's such a great look.
You see, just using those high hands, how valuable that is.
So 19-14, K-State 6 points away from taking a 2-0 lead. Tomorrow, second of the 2 matches between these 2 teams. That'll round out the home slate for K-State. And then the final match of the season on the road. Wildcats take on Houston, number 22 Houston at the time, to round out the season. Coming up on Big 12 now for the Wildcats. Not just volleyball, but Also on Sunday, the women's basketball team takes on Wisconsin, and they are coming off a win that shook the country, knocking off number 2 Iowa on the road the other night. That was fun to watch.
It was a great game.
So the Wildcat women's basketball team is off to a great start this season. Pretty big football game coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, the Sunflower Showdown. It's a big one for the Wildcats tomorrow for sure. We'll see what happens. It's a big matchup.
So I hope you'll join us tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock for the first serve here inside Morgan Family Arena. And then, well, if you happen to want to turn on that Sunflower Showdown, we can't blame you.
Yeah, that's right. It should be a good one.
Come start the day with us. Five-point lead for the Wildcats. And another serve for Lauren Hinkle. Out of DeSoto High School in Shawnee, Kansas.
Yeah, she's a senior that will be, celebrating senior night tonight. Made the transition. She was a DS for the Wildcats her first couple of years, made the transition to setter, and then now kind of filling more of a defensive role for the Wildcats. Kind of one of those players that has the ability to do a lot of different things.
Tough set for Carter. And a good block from the Red Raiders side.
Yeah, one of those advantages of having Rhodes. She's a tall setter at 6'1", able to set up a nice block against attackers like a Carter or Clinton.
Half a block per set for Rhodes this season. There's a service error from Bryn Williams.
Yeah, just an unfortunate error trying to get back into this set. The Red Raiders don't want to have those errors. Every one of those really limits that ability to kind of keep themselves in this set.
There are a few things that will really crush your momentum in a match, like a service error.
Yeah, and really with volleyball, those momentum swings can be huge.
(20-16). Good serve from Maddie Correa. Clinton down the line. She is really putting on a show tonight.
Yeah, she makes it look so effortless. I don't even know if she's breaking a sweat out there. Out of system in that line shot. Great view there of that shot by Clinton.
Good low serve for Mackenzie Morris. There's Reese Rhodes setting up Caitlin Dugan. Another dig for Morris. Rhodes for Dugan again, and that time Dugan finds the floor. Yeah. Reese Rhodes has been right in the middle of it. That is now 22 assists. Sophie's got more.
Hey, thanks, guys. Reese Rhodes has been such an impressive setter for this Texas Tech team. When asked about her, Coach Greystone said that her fire and her energy that she plays with, as well as her natural leadership abilities, makes her such a great player. He continued to say that when she's locked in, you got a competitor on your hands, and you got to watch out just like she's doing right now.
Thanks very much, Sophie. I'll tell you who's locked in right now. It's not just Reese Rhodes. It's Anaya Clinton.
Yeah, Clinton, great shot again. Just again, like I said, so effortless, but just her leaping ability, fast arm swing, able to move the ball around the court. Really, that, redshirt freshman year, just putting up phenomenal numbers for this Wildcat team.
Caitlin Dugan finds some energy. Another kill for the Red Raiders offensive leader. Simone Overbeck comes back into serve. She had back-to-back aces that clipped the back line the last rotation through. Another good serve. Clinton skies, and Overbeck's there for the dig. Carter pushes to the corner. A little bit wide.
That's the right idea. Nobody was home for Texas Tech. Just a little wide of that line.
Look at that intensity in her eyes.
You'll love to see it.
You want to be on the other side of the net
No,
from that?
definitely not.
Great rejection from K-State. Overbeck plays it back. Bolding just wide. Jason Mansfield wants a timeout. The Red Raiders have closed the gap. It's now 22-20.
Yeah, really one of those things that's self-inflicted. You know, K-State making some errors here late in this set. Coach Mansfield wants to take a little time to talk about it.
Now 5 errors in this set. They're hitting 222. Well, that's after hitting 317 in the first set.
Yeah, a little bit different there in the numbers for the Wildcats, letting Texas Tech kind of hang around. And again, something Coach Mansfield talked about, you know, this Texas Tech team is a quality team. They can't take it for granted and need to make sure they play with that same intensity that they did against the, you know, number 3 Texas Longhorns here at home.
And if you're Texas Tech, well, you've been down but not out before. Just in their last match, 5-setter against the Mountaineers, down 10-3 in the 5th set, and they pull it out.
Yeah, this is a team that's found a way to win, you know, and on the road, not easy to do, especially with an inexperienced team like they are, but they stuck to their game plan, and so K-State needs to not take that lightly.
The Red Raiders, they were down 10-3. They had lost 5 straight points, then they won 7 of the next 8 and 12 of the next 14 to come back and win.
Yeah, unbelievable. I watched that match, and I was watching it with my daughter, and I said, I really don't think Texas Tech's going to be able to pull it out, and they did. I was so impressed with their ability, because that's some high, intense pressure there in that 5th set. Then to come back, all the way back, is very impressive.
Clinton again.
It's the Clinton and Carter show here tonight for the Wildcats. Almost unstoppable. And Clinton, just no errors on the night. Oh, hitting over 400, just wow. Those are unbelievable numbers.
Williams. That's some power coming down the line.
Yeah, that's why Coach Graystone's so excited about what her growth and development and what the future holds for Bryn Williams. It's going to be a great outside hitter for the Red Raiders.
Well, she had such a strong start to the season. At least 10 kills in 9 of her first 10 matches, though there were some errors mixed in there. Been a little quieter for her in conference play, as you might expect. Carter off the hands, right to the purple. Set point Wildcats. And there's a block to seal the set. Brennan Schmidt came right in and helps K-State take a 2-0 lead, 25-21. The last time these two teams faced one another, it was here, and the Red Raiders came through with a 5-set win. They played twice last season, once at the beginning of conference play, once at the tail end of conference play. The Wildcats swept the first meeting. This year they're meeting back-to-back. Well, the Red Raiders 10-16 on the season, 3-11 in conference play. They have not won a road game this season. The last time that Texas Tech won on the road was late September of last season. They have lost 16 consecutive road matches.
Yeah, It's a tough road there in the Big 12 for sure.
Third set begins with an attack error. 1-0 Cats. Bolden got just enough fingertips on it to get it back over. Clinton too strong. Looking for the touch. Nope, didn't get it.
I think we'll have our first challenge here tonight. Touch on that block.
Every Wildcat was making those fingertip motions.
And I just saw it there, hit off Rhodes' right hand. I think this should be a quick review.
So Mansfield gets out the green card. Dan Hauser takes a look. This is the game of millimeters.
Yeah, always. And really the replay, the ability to replay plays like this has just really changed the game. It's, you know, allowed players to be aggressive and try to hit those high hands.
And there was, in fact, a touch. Successful challenge for Jason Mansfield.
Yeah, and he'll get to keep that challenge then, still with 2 challenges in the match. Yeah, great shot there, right off of Rhodes' right hand. Don't see much argument there by the Red Raiders.
A credit to our terrific crew for capturing that angle. Now Williams might have gotten a touch. And she did. But now Jason Mansfield wants to challenge again.
Well, this is an interesting start to the third set. Back-to-back challenges by Coach Mansfield.
And both on touches.
Yeah, I would say live, I didn't think I saw one. It would have come more, I think, at the elbow of Bolding, but she looked at Coach Mansfield and said, no, I did not touch that ball.
Well, to the Texas Tech credit, they were doing the same thing the Wildcats were doing after the point, making the motion as if there was confidently a touch.
Yeah, I didn't see one there on that view.
Can you tell if the ball changes direction ever so slightly or spin? Maybe off of Bolding's forearm there?
Yeah, it's close. Let's see if this is the view. I just don't see it clearly. I'm glad I'm not making that call.
Nope, sorry, Dan, you're all alone on that
that's
one.
Right. This might be a little bit longer review. We'll see.
Now, what's ruled a touch? And Jason Mansfield is 2 for 2.
Yep.
So it is Jason Mansfield 2, Texas Tech 0 so far in the third set.
There you go.
Or rather, I should say
3-0.
3-0.
Yep.
But he only gets credit for the 2 points.
That's right. That's right.
That's a way to bounce back.
Yeah, Rhodes. Again, that set, that ball was so tight to the net, but she, with her height, able to give Bryn Williams that one-on-one opportunity. You can see why Coach Greystone's so excited about Bryn Williams for his team.
Great vision from Sydney Bolding.
Finesse there by Bolding. Able to hit with some speed, but also that soft touch over the block.
And Rhodes got a fish there. It's just a little bit on the underside.
Yeah.
Wrong direction. Another dig for Mackenzie Morris. And Clinton nearly had another kill. Good recovery from the Red Raiders. And another recovery. Emily Contreras and Reese Rhodes. A great job to deny the Wildcats, but nobody will deny Katie Fernholz.
Yeah, I'm so impressed with her play tonight. She's really put some pace on that ball when she's attacking. Finding the angles, one-on-one opportunity there.
Now, she has seen the least consistent playing time of her K-State career. She had started pretty much every single match and played pretty much every possible set her first 3 seasons as a Wildcat. Make no mistake, still playing a ton this season, but a slightly different role. Overpass. Sholszewski for Bolding. Off the hands and down.
The seniors taking over here in the 3rd set for the Wildcats. Bolding and Fernholz.
Certainly the way you'd want to script it on senior night.
Exactly.
Carter right down the middle into the corner. That was gorgeous.
Yeah, great cross body shot there for Carter on the pipe.
Timeout, Tony Greystone and Texas Tech. The Wildcats in command, up 7-1 in the 3rd set. They've won 4 straight points. 7-1 in the 3rd set inside Morgan Family Arena. The Wildcats are going for a sweep to start their final homestand of the 2023 season. Izzy Sholszewski to serve out of the timeout. Good punch from Morris. And Clinton rips it off the hands.
I think it might have actually gone off the head of Engler. Just a high shot. Yep, right off the forehead there.
Well, they tell you to keep your eye on the ball.
That's right.
It's not quite what they mean. Caitlin Dugan gets the touch.
Yeah, great swing by Dugan. Trying to find a way to get her team going. Still a lot of time left here in this 3rd set.
Well, that stops the Cats' scoring run. Back set Fernholz. Tried to finesse it down. Now a free ball. Carter had to fly in to save it. Clinton soars, and it's long.
Yeah, a little deep on that shot by Clinton. And Coach Mansfield, though, likes what she's been able to do and giving her that freedom to kind of swing away there on the outside.
Another serve for Maddie Correa, her 3rd season as a starter for the Red Raiders. Her 2nd as the primary libero.
I feel like a little missed opportunity there. Got a great dig. Great opportunity in transition. Just Dugan just a little bit trying to overdo it maybe on that shot selection.
That's her 4th attack error. 15 total for Texas Tech tonight. A nice setter dump, Reese Rhodes.
Yeah, smart timing there by Rhodes. Whatever it takes, get the side out. Try to get the ball back on your side of the court.
And now she goes back to serve. 26 assists tonight for the Red Raiders setter, senior out of Waco, Texas. Carter from the back row, really good spin. Dugan denied. Sydney Bolding, Katie Fernholz, side by side for the block.
Yeah, that's a great block. Set up there by Fernholz, and then Bolding with the finish. A 6'5" Sydney Bolding. Her blocking ability is been impressive.
Two tallest players on the floor right now, Sydney Bolding at 6'5" and Brenna Schmidt at 6'6". Carter goes right through the hands.
You see, with Carter's hitting abilities, you find the blocks for these teams just trying to reach. They're trying to reach and make a guess on what she's going to do. Need to do a better job sealing the net, making a good block, and trying to get her to make more of those errors.
Quick ball for Gilliland. Another chance for Carter. Goes cross court. Good dig from Correa. Williams down the pipe. Overpass. Smack back from Merrick. Sholszewski. Try to sneak attack. A little bit too far in front of Dugan. Sholszewski flies in to keep it in the air. And an error from Carter. That's great defense from Texas Tech.
Yeah. Great job. You saw Correa in the right spot there, cross-court shot, giving her team an opportunity in transition. Got to kind of fight here for the Red Raiders, whatever it takes. Try to earn some real points with their serve.
11 digs for Maddie Correa. Fernholz off the slide. That might have hit Williams in the hands and the head.
Yeah. And Fernholz has been so good. She loves that slide. Then uses the block of Williams.
That's a pinball kill.
Yeah, there you go.
Back set for Merrick. Hinkle sets up Carter. Oh, what a swing! Aaliyah Carter on senior night has her 16th kill.
Yeah, and you know, she's kind of been playing that block, you know, mixing up her shot. This time found that cross-court angle. Right time to swing away.
The Big 12 Offensive Player of the Week twice in the last 3 weeks. 16 kills, hitting .263 tonight. And Tony Greystone chatting with our two Dan Hauser, looking for some clarification.
Yeah, I couldn't quite tell.
I am not an expert lip reader. Ooh! Schmidt on the slide. And good to see Gilliland get right back up.
A little smile there. She's okay. That's the most important thing. Just Schmidt finding a way to get it over there.
Carter down the middle. Looks like Williams got a hand on it to slow the momentum. That one might have been headed long. Hinkle kept it alive. Solo block, Reagan Engler.
That's exciting for Coach Greystone. Engler playing so well in the middle. Lots of responsibilities blocking. She's had to handle the outside hitters of K-State, and then you got the slide of Fernholz and up on Brenna Schmidt, just all over the net there, trying to keep up with this K-State offense. Finds a way there, seals the net against Clinton.
Another chance for Clinton, right down the line. (15-7) Wildcats. Good reaction from Hinkle. Bolding with a push. Carter down the middle. Such power, and what a recovery. Overbeck and Correa somehow up to the challenge. And again, Contreras keeps it up. Sholszewski comes right back with a smash. Swing after swing. Dig after dig. And the Wildcats just too strong for the Red Raiders tonight.
Yeah, any opportunity, like I said, Cholcheski will take it. You love her energy on the court.
Golding, Clinton, block.
And the Wildcats are rolling right now, offensively, defensively.
You got to admire Texas Tech's resilience, especially a couple of points ago on that defense. This is a group that is showing no quit, nor should they. Well, right now, K-State, like you said, is just operating on all cylinders.
New setter in for the Red Raiders. Caitlin Cochran.
In that 5-set comeback for the Red Raiders, it was Caitlin Cochran who subbed in and served the final 4 points. Those are the only 4 points she played the entire match, but she completed that comeback.
Yeah, I've seen this, Coach Greystone just trying to find an answer here for his team, whatever it takes.
It's a 4-0 run for K-State. Joust, Cholcheski wins it. Oh, wait a moment. 1 point Cats. For a second there, looked like there might have been a call. Izzy Cholcheski has come through with a couple of momentum-changing swings. And that just might be the case anytime a setter's able to do what she's done.
Absolutely, and you know, she comes down screaming and yelling with her team, brings a lot of energy to this team. It's exactly what you want your setter, your quarterback on the court to do. It's been an evolution there for Cholcheski this season.
19-8. Back set Bolding. The Contreras has had great digs in this set. Well, right after Bolding didn't get the kill, she's right there in front. Katie Fernholz subs in. You've got 4 of the 5 seniors on the floor together. In Bolding, Fernholz, Morris, and Carter. Ava LeGrand on the serve. Solo block, Sydney Bolding. She's taken over late in the 3rd set.
Yeah, just impressive. Still doing her job at the net, making a good read. Exactly what you want your senior to be doing out there on the court.
LeGrand back set, Carter right down the middle. "17 kills. And maybe a chance for Ava LeGrand, sophomore from Papillion, to serve out the match. Her swing from Shaylee Myers tonight. Another chance for her. Down and off the block. The sophomore from Lincoln gets involved. A well-deserved ovation for Aaliyah Carter coming off the floor. Molly Ramsey in. Set point.
Shaylee Myers, another one of those outside hitters for K-State, able to do a lot out of system for the Wildcats. Great attack by Myers, 2 in a row.
A dominant 3rd set from K-State. Maybe a little jitters.
Yep.
Hard to blame her.
Yep.
Still match point. It's a great serve. Got the touch. 24-10. Curry Marshak with the kill. It's long. K-State sweeps Texas Tech 25-10 in the third set. It's a senior night win inside Morgan Family Arena.
Yeah, just K-State came out. They set the tone early in the match. Played a really pretty clean match overall. Low air, distributed the ball well, got lots of players involved. Defensively took care of things on their side of the court. An all-around great win there for the Wildcats.
K-State improves to 15-10 on the season, 9-7 in conference play. They've won back-to-back matches, both of them sweeps. The Red Raiders, they fall to 10-17, 3-12 in Big 12 action. Their two-match winning streak is snapped. Sophie Smith is standing by.
Katie, how was it being back with your team tonight?
It felt amazing. It's always good to be back with them, playing with them.
What does this group of seniors mean to you?
They mean a lot. I mean, I've been playing with all of them except for Sid for 3 years, or for 4 years and Sid for 3, and it's just, they've been through it all with me, and it's been quite the journey with a lot of change, and we've just been through it all together, so it's just been amazing.
Thank you, congrats.
Yeah, thank you.
Jason, it was a team effort tonight, especially from the seniors. How have they impacted this program?
I mean, there's no words. I've only been with them for 10 months. Their legacy is unmatched. I'm going to remember them forever because they're my first senior class. But how they've affected the whole town of Manhattan and certainly the younger players is really special, and that's their legacy. What they've left behind with the younger players. So couldn't be more proud of them. And yeah, it was a team effort tonight, which I loved.
You say staying in the moment is so important, and how was doing that tonight?
Yeah, I thought we did a good job. It wasn't very clean volleyball in the first 2 sets, but we found a way, and that's the point. We got to learn from our mistakes and kind of move forward, and I thought we did a great job of that, and then reset after the second set and played much better in the third. So really proud of us getting another sweep.
Congrats, Coach.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Sophie, thank you so much. That's head coach Jason Mansfield in his first season. And senior Katie Fernholz, one of 5 seniors celebrated tonight on senior night. We take a look at some of the final stats. Take a look at that hitting percentage, both for K-State and for Texas Tech. That is offensive efficiency and defensive excellence.
Yeah, K-State outkilled Texas Tech, and they look at blocks 8-3. The errors. K-State was a little higher in their service errors, but they really went after Texas Tech, put a lot of pressure on them, and that showed in their attack errors and other errors on the court.
Now, both teams were in the 20s in the first 2 sets. First set 25-20, second set 25-21. The third set, it was really a statement, 25-10. So K-State, the first of 2 matches with Texas Tech this weekend, and they put forth a sweep on senior night inside Morgan Family Arena. We'll be back with you tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock first serve, final home match of the season for the Wildcats. For Liz Wagner-Bush, Sophie Smith, our entire crew here inside Morgan Family Arena, I'm Jake Eisenberg saying good night from Manhattan, Kansas. Reminder, all games airing on ESPN Network.